Hey, everybody. Welcome back to
Hey,
Misfit Corner
yo.
Comics. It's the Arsenos Andrew speaking. It is Friday night, and we are
Yay.
live on time at 8:30. Thank you to
Woohoo.
all my Patriot guys who join us on time and are here because they know how to
Because
read
we're not
text
you and
message
we're
and
never
emails.
late by 30 minutes.
Well, that's why we started 8:30, so I'm not late by 30 minutes. Well, yesterday, that was a whole other story. That was a pooping situation. That
Okay.
was a pooping situation, so it couldn't be
Pooping?
avoided.
You
You
could have
stupid.
taken the call in the bathroom.
I could
Where's
not.
Zach?
You told him not to show up.
No, he's here. He's here.
Okay.
Hi, Zach. We missed you. Zach,
Told him not to come.
Zach, you have to come to these things because we will talk about you if you're not here. So
Oh, all right. Well, feel free to say what you want.
MK says, "Who is this? What is this channel? Am I in the right place? You are exactly in the right place. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Welcome again, my friends. It's so good to talk to all of you. How the heck are you?
Hey guys, I got results from my last blood test.
No.
Pass?
No.
Do you guys want to play a game of guess my A1C?
Ooh, I do.
You're
I
being
do.
real? I
Is
don't even
it
know what that
high
means.
or low?
Oh, hi.
8.9.
Wrong.
What's an A?
Higher?
Wait. You have to wait for us dummies. Like what the
Higher.
hell is A18C?
It's your
It's blood sugar level over a 3-month period.
right.
Oh, good. Okay.
And normal people range in the 5s.
5 to 6.
Yep.
6.4.
I haven't seen a 5 or a 6 in many, many years. So
Yeah.
yeah, my last one was 8.9. So that's what I'm
Oh.
seeing if you're higher or lower than me. But if you're higher than me, dude, you should be. You're not in double digits, are you?
No.
Okay. 9.1.
No.
Higher or lower? Come on. Am I
Higher.
getting one? High. Shit, Avery.
I don't know anything. I mean, I'm very fortunate. I don't know what the
9.9, dude.
9.9. Dude, I need to slap the crap out of you, buddy.
What does
That's
that mean?
bad.
It's
Very bad. It's
it means
very,
his
very,
blood-
very
it
bad.
means his blood sugars are uncontrolled, and he needs to be on some type of insulin.
I am.
medication. Well, you need to be on it for longer.
Yeah, I just started.
I'm afraid to go get my AC1 tested. So
You're not allowed to fucking have a heart attack. Or
as
a
I
stroke.
as
You
I
got
sip
too much
down a
work to
chocolate
do.
milkshake,
Fuck.
as I sip down a chocolate milkshake.
Ugh.
Ah,
Oh, I've already lost like 12 pounds in
Oh,
like
good.
a week and a half.
well,
Excellent.
good. I haven't lost any weight. I haven't gained or lost weight. I just tend to maintain for some reason.
What do you weigh, Andrew?
245.
Okay.
I would be slim.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah,
short.
but
and
you
round,
were.
so-
It's interesting, man, because my mental picture of you is like from a few years ago when you were working at the warehouse and you were just like fucking stud, bro.
No, dude. I lost. You didn't see. Oh wait, you didn't see me when I lost all the weight that I had even on after that.
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, I had most of the gut gone. Andrew saw me. I had most of it gone.
Now
I
you're
was-
just sitting in front of a computer too much.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, we all
eating
are.
the wrong
We all
shit,
do
dude.
that too
I
much.
cannot eat carbs. If I eat carbs at all, my weight explodes.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
I can't eat them. I love bread. I love pasta, but I can't eat it.
Can't do it. I can't.
My
so
weight
I don't
weight
eat-
explodes.
I've been mostly keto. I don't eat bread. I don't eat pastas. There's some keto breads that taste really good. I'll tell you, I've lost 15 pounds. I'm down to like 217, which is basically my college weight. I'm trying
Oh,
to get.
God, I
lower.
would-
It's still
I
too
would
big.
be dude. I would be skinny at
You're a tall
217.
guy, but like I'm trying to get lower. I need to
Yeah.
lose a lot more, but I'm doing alternate day fasting, so I don't eat. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I eat no food.
how's that
Yeah.
going, by the way? Because I remember you were doing it when I last saw you. so-
Yeah, I mean I've stuck to it, and I've lost about 15 pounds. Right?
Okay.
Well, about 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
about
awesome.
20 about 20 pounds. I will say, like, I like it because, like, it's not a diet necessarily. Like, if I get really hungry, or if we're going out to dinner, or if we're going out with family or something, and I'm just like, screw it, I gotta eat. I'll just break it for that night, and then the next cycle, 2 days later, I just won't eat for that day. So,
Right.
I lose weight a little slower than if I was just super strict. And of course, if I exercise more. Right now, I'm pumping out episodes for Adult Fantasy, so my ass is glued to the chair.
Speaking of which, since you brought it up, Adult Fantasy HQ on YouTube just launched their second full video.
Woo-hoo!
Has anybody been out there and checked it out yet? Anybody?
I have.
I watched it. I commented. Get out of here.
You did.
I don't think I've.
It's
commented.
funny.
Oh, I got a reply actually, but yeah, and MK says, "Yep." Yeah, MK. By the way, I don't want to give too many spoilers. You definitely caught the cameo because I was blatant. I will say there's like another piece of lore, hidden lore in there, and there's an Easter egg. So like I'm populating this stuff pretty hard. So I'm not ever going to mention it again because I want people to kind of like over time to find stuff. But MK says he's watched it a few times. Awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I love the comment somebody left in Discord where they asked about who's the cameo, like who did the music, and I'm just like, oh god, if they think it's a real person, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, this is my YouTube homepage that when I type in YouTube, and it is right there waiting for me.
Woohoo!
Oh, let's watch it.
The funny thing is, all the other things that I kind of watch.
Yeah.
You can tell by My
Little Pony.
There is no My Little Pony in here.
I'm
Is there?
no.
Pole vaulting children or whatever you watch.
Oh,
Time doesn't stop, but there's one place the whole universe dreams of, where passing the time doesn't need to be hard, where you can tilt your face toward the shimmering breath of the gloam,
Can you
a
guys hear
radiant,
it?
protective sky skin,
Okay.
a gentle touch of warmth, where the artificial environment says, calm down, my friend. Let me soothe your mind and bones until the stress of everyday life
I love
disappears
that image.
and all the abuse from your
Absolutely
life just
love
melts
that.
away, and you feel free again. Hyper Brooklyn and its magnificent glow. Come, we want you inside us.
When the world gets tight and your body feels wrong, when your pulse won't slow and the nights feel too long, you've held it together, but we've watched the strain. You need soft instruction. You need a new name.
What happened to her ears? The
What
lady
do you
on the
mean?
toilet, didn't she have like? Wasn't there something?
Yes. So originally she had. I wanted to show that she was an alien originally. It doesn't really matter.
Right. No, I know, but
But when I was rendering out the image, I could not get the antenna to animate correctly. And it wouldn't work. And I tried it and I tried it and I tried it and I tried it. And eventually I was like, screw it. And it just a lot of what you have to do with this stuff is like get it to like 85%. You know what I mean? And then you just have to roll with it. Like
you just have to go with it. No.
yeah, there's a lot of directorial things and a lot of things that like I wouldn't normally do or would technically be wrong, but you just have to go with it, you know.
This is our behind the scenes episode, so we'll see we'll keep going. We'll keep going, but I might stop it again. So
Yeah, actually, I will tell you this because MK is like, ooh, behind the scenes with the artist. So I will give you heads up. I'm gonna try to launch it very soon, as in maybe tomorrow. We are going to be setting up a Patreon membership thing just to get the ball rolling on that. And I am going to do I think we should do like a behind the scenes thing where I'll actually do breakdowns and all that kind of stuff. So more on that soon. But yeah, like behind the scenes, I think it's important also because like for other people that want to try to do this stuff, I think it's important. I happen to bring other perspectives just because of the whole, 30 years of animation directing to it. So
sure.
I think it could be valuable for people. So
Well, let's keep watching.
go.
No clocks, no calls, no guilt, no proof. Why don't you put those hands to better use? You didn't come here just to sin. So take a breath and let us in. Forget what you carried, we'll take your load. You liked it rough, now you'll do what you're told. Inside us, we waited so long. Let go, give in. You don't have to be strong. We want you inside us. We know where you've been. Hyper Brooklyn. Let your sentence begin. Let sentence begin. We waited so long. Let go, give in.
He looks great.
Now I have a question.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay.
I have a little bit of a question, and this is actually for MK. You guys too. Should I? So no, without calling names, someone in Discord was asking about, didn't really understand the cameo without giving it too much away. Should I point them to the season 1 card set because they would be able to see the cameo? They would be able to get it. Should I clue that person in? Should I add the card into chat? I don't know. Should I give it away? I'm not really sure.
You can show them the art for the card and be like, yeah, it's this character.
You don't have to do that. Just show all the cards for the first season and say, look out for these cameos in the future. You know?
Yeah.
MK saying, oh, well, 1 sec. Oh, he might do something. Yeah, like I don't mind spoilers. Like that's not I don't even think that's a spoiler. It's like obvious. It's an obvious cameo. You like the way this turned out?
Oh yeah, he looks great.
Like consistency is getting a little better, man, and I'm very excited I'm really excited. He looks like such like, can I just say, like, if I actually saw this guy, and this is the whole thing, like I know that, like, especially this character, the Rays, like they look clownish, right? They look ridiculous. Right. But let me tell you, if this guy was TSA or ICE, I'd be freaking terrified.
Oh yeah.
It's scary.
It is the way that I feel like the way that this triggers me is like, do you remember the old Benny Hill show?
Sure.
There was a sketch that never left my head, where they had one of the characters on the Benny Hill show. He was like a small guy, a British guy, and he dressed up like a little boy in a little boy outfit with a giant lollipop and like a sailor outfit, right? And like all these bullies, and he'd always be in an alley, and these bullies would come up and start picking on him, and he would beat the living shoot out of them.
Right.
Basically, you realize that he was a setup, so this guy could just beat somebody's ass for free, right? That was the joke. And I was always like, that's kind of what this is. Like they look clownish, but they're freaking terrifying to me.
They are. They're like a clown crossed with Kabuki and Evel Knievel.
Yeah, MK says, actually, so in this case, yes, they are in the Discord long enough to know this was an FT project. Literally has a card as a PFP. Kind of fail. Yeah, I know. I may, but you know what? It's also been a long time, and that person's he's all right. So I think maybe I'll just link him to maybe I'll link it to the card. What the hell, you know?
Well, maybe don't make it too easy for him, but maybe you should do a video on this channel where you're showcasing some of the cards. Maybe do 4 or 5 cards at a time and just show off some of the characters.
MK says, let me do it. I was like, all right, that's better. Because I don't want anyone to feel like I don't get it. You know, I mean, if you're new, you're not supposed to get it. But if you've been around with us for a minute, you should. And like I said, I understand with collections and projects, like if they're not looking at the cards or they haven't looked at it in a while, you're like, I don't really get it.
Right. Actually, he says, ooh, go on Drew. So that was a good idea. Maybe you could actually even make it a series, and it could be shorts if you wanted to, where you show off the card art for a character and just talk a little bit about each character.
So stay tuned for the Patreon.
Yeah.
May actually be hitting on. So let me just say, this is inside. So MK, I'm sorry. This is a little inside baseball. But do you know the stuff that we've been talking about when we were talking with Flint about the stuff that Flint's working on, that we've been working on, and we were talking about a physical that the physical thing we talked about doing?
Yes.
We can do that through Patreon digitally with all the different sections, including something like what you're talking about, Andrew.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go back to this.
Yeah.
Let's keep watching.
Yeah, especially sell the cards later. Right.
We know what you need. No more questions. No deceit. We want you inside the city of Greece. Hyper Brooklyn.
Okay, can you tell people what Gorebots is, or is that something?
Well,
if you don't want to, that's fine. You can say
well,
no.
no, it's already you've already said something. So as I mentioned 2 seconds ago, to MK, like there are Easter eggs and deep lore things. So here's what I'll say. I'll say it right here because it's right now it says MK. So Gorebots is one of the deep lore things.
Okay.
So here's what I'll say. I'm not gonna say what Gorebots is.
That's
I
fine.
will say, just the same way that MK is gonna help out and post the race card to someone in Discord. MK Gorebots is mentioned on the back of one of the cards from season 1, series 1.
He says, I clocked Gorebots, figured it was special since it was following the shirt in more than one frame.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is. I'll just say it. It is. So wait, you don't have to look, but it's basically Gorebots is the name of Full Metal Jackson's band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Let's keep going.
You can be whatever we need.
All right, that was very good.
Thanks.
Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. For a second release, that was great. I like that
Thank
one
you.
a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, Todd did a very good job on that, and I
fantastic
him on releasing it. And says, hold on a second. MK says, "Oh man, I read it now, and I should have remembered that. Time to reread all the cards." Well, I mean, the cards are the basis for a lot of what we're doing, building around these characters. This is the expansion of Todd's brain fart that he had years ago. You know, this is taking everything he created and taking it to the next step. And more and more and more is going to come to life for you guys. And having seen like the 5th episode he's working on right now, all I can say is,
oh, thank you, man.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. I can't.
Yeah.
Wait.
All these parodies Todd's doing all help build the lore of the world.
Yeah, and you guys too. Like, I mean, I'm so excited to get to make lore games public again, or at least a feature again. And like, MK says, "LOL, I hate you guys."
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome.
He said, I focused too much on thinking the lore games we didn't even go more base. I could tell you more. There are more. I'm telling you, man. I am doing everything I can to connect these things as much as I can. Right now, it's an interesting spot because we have so many characters and I want to give everyone a spotlight, and so it is helping me personally. Like, it's fun to do these character pieces that kind of focus on different characters, or even if they're new characters, this one with a character that we've never met before, this kind of Muppet character, which by the way, his passport's really interesting, but his this character you've never met before, it's really not introducing him so much, although we can use him as a character down the road.
Right.
It's introducing Hyper Brooklyn and the Gloam as a character, right? So we're starting to build into that lore, and then so sometimes it'll be talking about the city, or it'll be talking about an environment or a location, or it'll be talking about the characters, and then we're kind of weaving stories, little threads in between all of that, so that it can really grow into a bigger thing. I think one of the interesting things with YouTube is that I think the tendency is to do something traditional, like an episodic. When you're thinking episodic, you think, okay, these are the main characters. Here are the 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 main characters, and here's the antagonist, the protagonist, and the antagonist, and you're going through your normal arc, right? And I think certainly there's obviously validity to that, but I think with YouTube, because it's not season based and it doesn't have to be linear, right? Like when you're looking at popular YouTubers, this week's YouTube episode has, other than general theme, has nothing to do with something they did a year ago, right? They're just always different ideas. And then if one idea pops, you can pull that thread. And so over time, and I have no assumptions. I'm sure this is going to take quite a long time to figure out, but over time we can find those little threads that start to pop people's attention, and then we can start to develop those more. So the way that I look at this YouTube channel right now is like brainstorming thoughts, character development, and world building, and really keeping an eye on what gets people's attention over time. Right. Yep. It's a pilot. It is a TV network pilot page. Right. So we're just launching all these different little pilots just to see concepts and themes that people are attracted to.
MK says, Todd, when I clocked the Raz, it was like being a kid and getting the raise. It was like being a kid and getting that dopamine hit about being in the know. Awesome.
Love it. Man. That's the point. That's the point. And I think going forward, that's the part of coming from the Web3 side or coming from the collection side. Like that's the secret sauce, right? Yep. Like that's the stuff that's going to be like, because 99% of people are going to have no idea.
Yeah, but they're going to learn.
Yeah.
They're going to learn. They're going to learn all about it.
Yeah.
All right. Now, jumping to comics.
Let's do it.
I shared an article with you guys about something that Image Comics is getting ready to do. And I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it. I'm not a big fan. I'll tell you that right off the bat.
Okay.
But this is one of those things where it's something they're going to do in order to promote things. And I don't know. I looked at this in a completely different way. Okay, so this is an article shared from Image Comics. It says Youngblood will dominate shelves with team-up variants across 30 different series next month. Now, of course, in the comics themselves, Youngblood characters are not going to appear. This is simply cover art. This is simply selling a cover. And the example they give is The Walking Dead Deluxe. This is one of the issues, the upcoming issue, where it's got Negan and whatever that guy's Chapel. Was that his name?
Chapel.
Yeah. And I just want to say right now, if I was a small press guy who had my comic being published through Image and it had any type of popularity to where I had regular customers, and then Image came to me and said, hey, we want to do this crossover thing where we want to put Rob Liefeld's Youngblood on your covers. No frickin' way. I don't want... Let's just start off with the idea that Hero and a character from Youngblood, or Crom and a character. No. Because when you look at some of these covers, you're like, why? It's all to sell the covers. It's all to promote Youngblood. And Youngblood, I don't know about you guys, but Youngblood does absolutely nothing for me nowadays. Back in the day, back in the 90s, it was the hottest thing. It was one of the hot things out there. But now, it's a joke to me.
Is it Walking Dead over?
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was over. Like, how are they doing a Walking Dead? Is it a reprint? It's got to be a reprint.
What they did, once the series was completely finished, they started it all over again with issue number 1. They called it Walking Dead Deluxe, and it was in full color. It is now up over 120 issues. I think there's 100 and something.
So it's a reprint in color.
It's a reprint in color, and they're currently up to, this is the solicitation for issue 124.
I mean, it's smart. If it's a best-selling book, why not read?
Wait, it didn't end that long ago. How are they at 124?
Oh, it ended a few years ago.
Not that long ago, was it?
Yeah,
it's been a
well,
while, bro.
I remember the last issue coming out. Borderlands was still an open store. It was before COVID and everything. It was a few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 1 issue a month, or is it more than 1 issue a month?
No, it was only 1 issue a month. But when it was done, they started with.
Yeah, there's only 12 months in a year.
Oh, so has it been 10 years?
Yes.
Oh crap! Now I'm gonna have to check. We're deviating. We're deviating, guys. We're deviating.
I didn't think it'd been 10 years.
Let me see when the last issue of Walking Dead came out. Hold on a second. 2019.
Walking Dead ended in 2019.
Yeah, 6 years ago.
So yeah, that's about right. 12.
What's
6 times
six-
12 is 72.
So did they start this before Walking Dead
Yeah.
ended with the color version?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. August
No?
2019 is when the last issue of The Walking Dead came out. And then Walking Dead Deluxe. Let me see when the first issue hit. 2020. October of 2020. So about a year later was the first issue.
So they're
They
releasing
came in
they've got-
bi-monthly.
bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly. Yeah.
They may have at some point, but it's generally a monthly book.
Well, they had
And
to
they-
do more than 1 book a month to get it up to issue 100 and
Well,
whatever.
this is November solicits on sale for November. Well, 5 years. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe it is twice a month.
Yeah, it'd have to be because the math don't math
Right.
at once a month.
Yeah, math don't mathing.
Well, needless to say, to get back to this is the cover gallery of the books that are going to have Youngblood characters on it. This is what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Now, this is obviously David Finch. He's done a lot of the covers. There's multiple covers.
It's a cool cover. I mean,
Yeah. No.
Finch is awesome. He's one of the best, the absolute best.
Yeah. This is Assorted
That's
Crisis Events.
I don't like that. That's not good.
That is ugly. Artificial. This is Maria Levette's Artificial.
Can I also say, because I did look at these covers,
Mm-hmm.
what it made, and this is the whole Image line currently, correct?
Yes, that is.
Can
correct.
I, before we're going to look at them, I just want to say how I hear on one side that comics have never been better. Not sales, not talking about sales, but just comics have never been better. I have to say, by looking at all of these covers, that the whole line of Image, it sucks, dude. Like this, it's horrible.
There are
Like, it's like
gems.
3 pieces.
There
I
are
was like, that's
gems in
kinda
the
cool.
rough. There are gems in the rough. It's not
Oh.
every single thing. And I'll tell you if any of these titles are ones I'm picking up regularly, because I've been picking up a few that have been really good, and I'm still picking them up.
Okay.
But all right, so you have Artificial. This is, I don't know what this is. I don't think it. Oh, this is what's his name? The guy that did oh geez Louise, I know it's on the tip of my tongue. I know what this is. It just doesn't have the title on it. We'll keep going. Blood and Thunder. This is a Skybound book from Kirkman's studio.
Wait, go back. Who did that cover?
This one? I don't know. Whoever the artist is for Blood and Thunder.
Okay, for a second. Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah. Geiger, this kind of surprises me with the guys from Ghost Machine, but oh well. That's
not bad. That's Gary Frank.
Yeah, this is the Gary Frank title. I don't know why it doesn't need Youngblood, but they're going to do it anyway. So
They're
whatever.
they don't have a choice.
Well, here's Spawn. This is Brett Booth. So Spawn, I can see doing Youngblood. Yeah. Sure. Rogue Sun, nothing to do with they're their own
Cover looks
universe.
terrible, man.
It's not a good cover. Die. This is the one about role-playing gaming. So they're throwing them in to whatever. It's just bad. The Power Fantasy, which I don't know anything about that title. That's a bad cover too. This is I think this is what's the damn it, I wish they would have the titles here, and it's not on the covers. Local Man, I think, is what the title is. Local Man. Okay. This is the Lucky Devils. No Man's Land. I don't know what that is. I'm not familiar with that one. Lost Fantasy. That's a bad cover.
That's not good.
Hector Plasm Hunt for Bigfoot. Okay. I know nothing of that one. Capes. That's a comedy one. Maybe
That's
that
Robert
works.
Kirkman, huh?
Lazarus. That's a kind of cool cover, but Ghost Pepper. Ghost Pepper does not need a Youngblood crossover cover. I mean,
So do you want to
really.
explain what Ghost Pepper is, just for anyone that?
No,
doesn't
I don't want to explain it. It's
Okay, it doesn't
it's
matter.
more of an anime. It looks so much
It's like an anime book.
and it's
Yeah.
great. It's a good book. It's a fun book,
Yeah.
and they're building their audience with it. And then to have to go and throw Shaft in there, just Feral. This is the one with the cats. The zombie apocalypse. This is just.
But
they
Andrew,
use-
how else are you supposed to get 50 covers? How else are you
I
supposed to
know,
get 50
I know,
variant
but
covers?
these guys are well known for doing their horror movie parody covers. Granted, this does look like a horror movie right here, but yeah.
I like how Bad Rock is just like Rob Liefeld's Bad Rock.
And everybody
it's
else
funny.
are cats. Yeah. So sad. I Tyrant. I'm not familiar with this book. I have a couple copies that somebody traded in my store. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Redcoat. Oh, Brian Hitch. Oh,
That looks like a cool cover, bro. That is a
it
cool
does,
cover.
but
Yeah,
if you know
yeah,
anything about the character, he's like a historical immortal character. Throwing Youngblood behind him is just such a reach. But it does look. The cover does.
Oh,
Look
the
good.
art's amazing, dude. Brian Hitch is
It is
absolutely
It is.
fantastic.
I love that. That Shaft pose right there is probably the best Shaft I've ever seen drawn.
Does he have a? Actually, there might actually be a string to this bow. Nope, there isn't.
No, I don't think he has a bow. He doesn't have a string, right?
Well, Rob Liefeld explained once that there is no string to his bow. It's like magnetized or something at one point. That's why he never draws a string on the bow, which
Must
is
be nice.
really dumb. Hyde Street. Hyde Street is the Ivan Reese book.
Yeah, that
But
looks cool. I
Ivan
like the
Reese
cover.
isn't. He may have. Done
Yeah,
the
that's really
cover,
good.
But
Who did that cover? Can you tell?
it might be Ivan Reese. I can't tell. It's got Portella as the artist for this issue. He's only done like maybe half the issue so far, which is kind of
That's
sad.
an awesome cover, though.
Because I was buying it for his art, and oh well. Radiant Black. This is another one that's in its own little universe.
Yeah.
Infernal Girl Red, also part of the Radiant Black world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what this one. This one looks like they're really, really trying hard to steal like a Art Adams cover pose, but they didn't do a good job of it. Xander Cannon's Sleep. This is what was her name? Dr. something or other, where she was the speedster of the group. It was like one of the other future
Yeah,
incarnations
I
of
don't know.
Youngblood.
I don't know.
Nobody
I
would
don't know.
probably recognize her.
That's just look at that. Are you
Russell Heights.
kidding me?
I know.
That looks like it's just straight off a fucking Tumblr.
Can I just tell you?
Yeah.
That based on current day everything, none of us could get a book published through Image Comics. Doesn't matter how good the art is, we probably could not get a book through.
No, none of us could.
Well, I did
I'm-
send the first book of Hero to Image to see if they were interested in it, and they turned me down.
You should have gotten your better skilled and done this.
Yeah, I know. I should be a better artist.
You know?
I will next time. This hurts me. This one hurts me. Because
And I've been published
Viking
through Image,
Moon-
and it's not all that great.
Viking Moon is starting out as a pretty cool book, and this gimmick crushes me.
Why?
Seeing this, it just crushes me that they would do something like this. You know, this is Vikings versus werewolves. You don't. I know. Walking Dead Deluxe.
It's breaking your immersion.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. But these covers, ugh. All right, what was the one I couldn't name? Kea. It's a one shot by Wes Craig. That was this one. Kea. Which I remember buying the first issue, and then I didn't pick up the second issue. I never went back for it. So,
now here's my question to you, Andrew, as a retailer. Now, granted, I know you don't do like modern, super modern stuff,
yeah.
but do you think that that's gonna hit? Do you think that it's gonna like?
I actually, when I went to my local store, the regular store, this week, Coliseum of Comics is my store here in town. And I was talking to the guy behind the counter, and, you know, they know I have a store at the flea market. They know who I am. I mean, I don't hide that from them. I don't go into their store and advertise. I don't go into their store and say, hey, you should go check out the flea market. I don't tell that to people. I just go in, check out the new stuff, chit chat, say hi, and then I leave.
Right.
And I was telling him, we were talking about some book that came out this week that was popular. And I told him, I said, yeah, whenever anybody asks me, what's the hot best sellers, I tell them, go to Coliseum and ask them what their hot bestseller is. But if you want to know what people are trading in because they're not happy with it, come ask me. And I told him, I said, I've already got people trading in Hush 2. And he was shocked by that. He was a little surprised by that, but he's like, yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people aren't happy with it. And I said, yeah, well, they're reading it and going, I'm not keeping this, and trading it in. Which means if you want to buy it from me at a discount rate instead of cover price, that's the best time to buy it. But you'd be surprised at what gets bought at the store and is popular and how quickly people trade it back in. Now, Coliseum, I don't know if they'd even take trade backs in like that. They're not going to take something they have on the shelf, you know? Whereas me, I don't have it on the shelf, so I gladly take it. I'll find somebody who'll buy it for $1 or $2 less than the cover price, you know? But
it just goes to show you that no one, I mean, really, like, we've said it a few times, and I'll say it again, like, why not just print the covers and blank pages inside and just sell them as slab books or something?
I'm sure there are some. There are some out there that have been done that way.
Just polybag the comic. It's about the cover. The inside doesn't matter. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Or release a copy of the comic that's all the covers. When you do that many covers,
yeah, that could be the comic. They save yourself some money, guys. Fuck the story. You don't need the story anymore. Just it's a book.
Oh, speaking of covers,
yes,
I put a link in the private chat.
Okay.
To the black and white version because I can't show the color yet, but they've put out this is my color, the black and white art for my cover to an anthology for about
dude, let me
Ace's comic book. You know, it's also going to have reprint part of that short story.
And this
it's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tribute to the darker Image, and you'll be able to tell that more when you see the color version.
Okay.
But this is the black and white art.
The chick looks really cool. I like her.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
these are not your characters. These are somebody else's characters, of course. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Viking girl from that Viking story I did.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude. There, I've retweeted it for you. That's awesome.
Very cool. Now, is this going to be is this, I know they have something here about New York Comic Con, but I don't know if this is.
No.
This has nothing to do with New York Comic Con.
No, this is going to be for the Fund My Comic thing of the anthology. He's reprinting some of his stories in an anthology.
Okay.
And this is probably going to have the Viking story reprinted in it. The Viking part of the White Leopard story.
Okay. Well, very cool. Very cool.
So
I
it'll
remember that story. That was very artistically done by you. Very good. Very nice.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Now speaking of new comics, I did pick up some new comics this week that I wanted to share with you, and
Mhm.
one actually surprised the ever living crap out of me. So I go to the store. I like to give stuff a try, something new a try, and there's a couple comics that I am following. I'm going to highlight me just for a minute there, just so I can share these with you guys. But I did pick up a couple of returning ones, and then I picked up 3 returning ones and then 3 new ones. The first returning one I picked up was the issue 3 of The World to Come. This is the Marvel Knights, Christopher Priest, Joe Quesada, Black Panther has a white sun storyline.
Okay.
And I don't like this comic. I don't like this series because of the way it keeps every page and literally panel to panel jumps around in time. It's a pain in the ass to try to follow this story.
Okay.
But the art's good, and the story is getting interesting, but it's very confusing to read. There was one part of this story that I absolutely freaking loved. Okay, T'Challa, as a kid, his dad takes him to America, and he introduces him to this priest who owns a grocery store, and he literally leaves him with the priest, and the priest locks him in the basement, and he has to endure all these punishments and all this torture, and the door is not locked. He can leave at any time, but he's being told by his father, you need to stay, you need to listen to this man, he's being trained, right? And at one point in the story, there's a window to the basement, and there's a young little white kid running by, and he stops and he sees him in there, and he starts talking to him, and he comes into the basement, and T'Challa is not locked in the basement. He's being told, stay there, right? And he starts talking to the kid. The kid's got a bloody nose, and he asks him what happened. He says, "Oh, you should see the other guy." He's like, "We were in Catholic mass or something, and these guys are just bullies. They're altar boys, and they're bullies." But I took it back, and they're just talking like kids talk, right? And then the white kid's like, "Okay, I'm going to leave now," and he starts to leave, and T'Challa says, "Oh, you dropped this," and he hands him his glasses, and they're the red glasses. It's Matt Murdock as a kid. So T'Challa met Matt Murdock as a kid, and you don't even know he's blind. You don't know any of that. And it's once you realize that, you're like, damn, that was a really cool part of the story. I enjoyed that thoroughly, just simply because it brought in, Daredevil protecting somebody from bullies, the Catholic stuff. It should have been obvious to me, but it wasn't, which made me happy in the fact that they were able to slide something like that into the story, and I enjoyed it. So I think there's only one more issue left in this series, so we'll see how it ends. But I'm still going to pick it up because the art is Joe Quesada and it's good.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the story goes. The other 2 books that I picked up that are returning books was I picked up the second issue of Everything Dead and Dying. This is the zombie book from Image Comics, in which the zombies are kind of just going through their lives. Literally, the guy, he's a farmer, and he's there with his husband and his daughter, and they're both zombies, and every morning he wakes up and he feeds them and stuff, and they don't attack him. Actually, at one point in the story, I think he tells everybody at the story that he's been bit, he's been spit on, he's never turned, but he lives with these zombies, and the mailman zombie comes every day to deliver the mail, and I thought it was just a one-shot issue. Turns out, no, it's a continuing. So I haven't read this one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. The art's very graphic, and we'll give it a shot, and we'll see if we'll get past issue 2. This one is one of my favorites. It's Absolute Batman issue number 13. This is I'm not sure if you consider this the first full appearance of Catwoman, because she's kind of been hinted at through the series, but you see her in her costume. But this is also the first appearance of Absolute Harley Quinn, is in this issue as well. And I don't know if anybody's talking about that, but she's kind of a badass, and we'll see how that goes. But she's actually the leader of the Red Hoods in the story. And, it's over the top. Batman and Catwoman are going to team up with Killer Croc to take on Bane in the next issue. So we'll see what over the top craziness the series is going to keep doing. So I read it, loved it, looking forward to the next issue. All right, so the 3 new ones that I picked up. The first one is from Ignition Press. It's called Deluge. This has a cover by Riley Rasmo. He did not do the interior art. I've only read half this book because I was reading it before we had to jump on the live stream, so I didn't finish it. But it's about women in a women's prison, and outside a huge storm happens, and all of a sudden the prison starts flooding. So these women are trapped in the jail, and it's being flooded, and there's some type of monster that's in the prison, or maybe more than one monster in the prison. I'm going to show you the cover for issue number 2, also by Riley Rasmo, which this is freaking horrific. So this has got to be like a horror title. But that's the cover to issue number 2.
That's kind of cool.
It is. And if the story is good, I haven't finished reading it though. If the story is good, I may pick it up again. But this is from Ignition Press, so give it a shot, Second new one was one I read about. This was a book that was actually started and maybe even completed years ago, but never got published.
Mhm.
It is the new Punisher from
That
Marvel
book
Knights.
is badass. I need a copy. Can
This
you get me
is
one?
this is Dan Pinoza, and it's a lot of over the top fun. The art is good. I don't like the fact that they're using the kind of the newer version of the Punisher skull on his chest, but it's an over the top Frank Castle, stabbing people in the neck, shoot people in the face, that kind of stuff. But the art by Dan Pinoza is beautiful, and I'm looking forward to more of this. So
Yeah, Dan,
recommend
you
this
should
one.
open it up. Show on camera just like a page or two, just to show
Sure.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
'Cause that book looks gorgeous. I do need to get a copy of that.
Yeah. Well, the wrong people like the Punisher, so they had to change the skull.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that's
There's like
lame.
Dan
I don't.
Pinoza. Here,
it's-
there's a page spread where it shows you got a couple of hot chicks in there and everything, and
The artwork is so good.
it is. There's one of the things I don't like about it is how many panels he's got to pile onto a page in order to keep the story going. And there's some. I know Jimmy Palmiotti wrote this, and he has a tendency to have Gen X type or millennial type dialogue, and you're reading it and you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? So stupid. But luckily it's not the entire book. Let's just put it that way. He's been writing Harley Quinn for way too long. Here is the one that surprised me. Now, the only reason why I picked this up is Coliseum of Comics does this calendar thing in October, where if you go to the store 13 out of 31 days and you get 13 stamps on a calendar, you get a $25 gift certificate. And I've gotten it every year the past couple of years. I always use it for something cool, right? Well, so every time you stop by the store, you got to get it stamped. And you don't have to make a purchase, but I tend to like to make a purchase.
Yeah.
Well, I went in one day. I had already been in on on Wednesday, and so it was like Thursday. And it's like, let me just pick up something. And I picked up the new DC KO #1.
Well, I like the shiny
And
cover.
for those of you who don't know, the KO doesn't stand for knockout, it stands for King Omega.
Oh, I know that.
The storyline is that Darkseid is returning, and he's taking over everything. And they get a hint due to some time travelers, including Booster Gold and a couple other people, that come and tell the heroes, you've got 1 week before Darkseid returns. And they come up with an idea of how they can defeat Darkseid before he comes back and takes over everything. Because when he comes back, he's going to take over everything all at the same time. He's not just going to attack Earth. He's going to attack Oa. He's going to attack Paradise Island. He's going to attack he's going to attack everything all at the same time, and he will just become everything will be obliterated. And what they have to do is they have to go participate in a tournament to technically replace Darkseid. Whoever wins will become the King Omega, which is what the title is. And when I originally read the synopsis for this, I'm like, this sounds so damn stupid. This is just, it's like a wrestling match type thing.
Yeah,
A free for all, and it's it's got the grid where all the guys, all the characters are gonna fight it out and all this stuff. And
I mean, that's the kind of thing that
sounded
we would
dumb.
do, honestly.
It sounded
it's
dumb.
very anime.
After reading this first issue, I freaking loved it. Loved it. This was great. The
Who
art's
did
really
the artwork?
good. It's Javi Fernandez, but it's written by Scott Snyder, who does a lot of that over to the top stuff. But there's a double page spread where it's showing Darkseid attacking Gotham, Themyscira,
That's kinda
the Rock of Eternity, and Oa all at the same time. So this is like the future of what's going to happen. And I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. Oh, this was part of the preview where Darkseid's attacking Metropolis, and Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman all rush to defeat him. And this is like an image of what the future is going to be. And I'm trying to see if I can find a good page to share. Oh yeah, this is the gates of the tournament. You have these guys there. This seems like a very much a Superman-centric story, where there can only be one winner. And
Obviously, it's not going to be Superman. I'm going to go ahead and here.
that's what I'm thinking too. But this is the cover
looks
underneath
great.
the acetate.
I might have to pick this up, bro.
Well, one of the things.
Wait, really quick. I'm going to tell you who's going to be the winner.
Okay,
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane isn't even in it.
Not yet. She will be.
She's not in it. She's not in the tournament. You can predict Lois Lane, but just like the Fantastic Four movie, your prediction is going to be absolutely wrong.
We'll see. Who do
Yeah,
you think is
well.
going to win? I don't know.
Well, I mean, if I told you the list of the characters, actually, let me find that page that has all the characters. Because one of the things they did before the heroes got together to go to the tournament, they locked up all the bad guys, right? But guess what happens? Some of the bad guys break out of the prison that they locked them up in. I think it was a negative zone prison. They lock them up, and they break out, and it includes Lex Luthor, the Joker, Starro, and a couple other villains. So there are some villains that are partaking of this the tournament. Here's the double page spread that shows all the characters that are in the tournament.
Okay.
And
Lobos. That'd be cool.
Lobo's in there, King Shark, Giganta's in there, Star Sapphire, Robin, Red Hood, a lot of Power Girls, Zatanna, the Demon.
I might have to pick this up, dude. This looks really cool.
But do you want to hear a spoiler?
Sure.
Guess who's not in this group?
I'll
give you a hint. He's one of the big three.
I
Yeah.
don't see Batman.
So part of the storyline is whoever wins gets to rewrite the world, the universe.
Uh-huh.
So if a hero dies in
Right.
this tournament, the idea is that they'll be brought back by whoever wins the thing.
Yeah.
Well, Batman gets knocked out really early.
Oh.
So he's not even involved. He's not even here. Or at least in the main title. There is a spin-off series called Knights something or other, Batman focusing on him, but in the main title, he's not in the competition. Which to me, that's like, holy crap, that could be really, really cool. So I actually was telling the guy at the store that I read the first issue, loved it, even though it was one that I said I don't think this is going to be a good idea. It sounds stupid, but I'm on board. So we'll get the next issue. Oh, live it here. Oh, Todd, let me. So in the first issue, they give them 7 days before the tournament starts. And one of the days they're preparing, all the heroes are gathering their own weapons and so forth. Superman has these solar powered gauntlets or bands that he wears that has the power of exploding suns in them. So it's constantly recharging him.
Okay.
That's what he wears to the competition is these, they're like brass knuckles, but they have exploding suns inside of them. So it makes
That's
him
kinda
like
cool.
even powerful. Yeah, I know. It's even, and the second issue, they previewed the second issue. Oh, by the way, this is another spoiler, but at the last few pages, they reveal some things behind the scene things, including the fact that some of the in the wing type of characters that are going to be coming out include Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman from the Absolute line. They actually tease them as being in the background,
Oh, that's
which is
cool.
right here. So they're like, they're coming. And the other teaser, I don't want to. I'm not going to spoil everything.
Don't give it away.
Like I said.
I'm going to
Here,
have to either stop by a comic shop or I'll have to get you to pick up a couple of these books for me.
Well, I just want to show you. This is the cover to issue number 2, and the characters that are stone have already lost. It includes Flash, Ambush Bug, Shazam, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel gets taken out really quick at the beginning of the book.
These are
Ambush
deaths.
Bug.
Ambush Bug, yeah.
These are deaths.
What's his name? These are guys that are out of the competition, yeah. But you see Superman there with Hawkman's mace. You see Harley Quinn's got something that's like maybe the Speed Force or something. Wonder Woman's got her thing, but look at Lobo with Bane's Venom.
Yeah, that's cool.
Does that not sound over the top and fantastic all at the same time? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. One of the images for issue number 2, the cover, is Lobo versus Plastic Man. I really don't see Plastic Man making it to the end, but
Hey, did you guys see that Instagram link I texted you a few hours ago?
maybe, possibly.
Probably.
What was it?
Look at it.
Hold on a second. I'm looking at it. Completely slows down the conversation.
What?
That's all right. I need to take a break anyway. Was it in the? It was in the Heroes Con thing, wasn't it? Oh, I did not
It's
look
the-
at it.
It's the one that's it's the chat that's just you, me, and Todd.
Right. That's my HeroCon link. All right, I'm bringing it up now.
I'm glad to see that there's at least a couple of books out that actually look interesting. You know, that's kind of cool.
Now you do know Daryl Warren Johnson is doing the It's an image that he sent here. I'll share it with you.
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah. You can't really see what it's actually. Basically, what it is, it's that. What's the new Batman?
Absolute.
Absolute.
Absolute
Yeah.
Batman choking out an ice agent. It's
Yeah.
basically snapping an ice
It's-
agent's neck.
Yeah, it's like that could qualify as a threat.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, what do you expect from these people, man? Like,
Yeah,
you know how
just
everyone thinks.
their delusion is so strong, dude.
Yeah,
They live in an alternate reality.
this is true. Yeah,
I will allow this since we're talking about comic art, but we're not getting into politics here.
No,
I'll never be able to buy anything he does because he's just too crazy.
The only new thing that came out this week that I debated getting that I did not pick up was the new Transformers number 25, which was the Robert Kirkman taking over the writing and Dan Mora taking over the art. Now, this issue it wasn't all just Dan Mora. It was Jose Jimenez. He was doing some of the art. And so it wasn't all Dan Mora, but I don't know. We'll see. They did tease, they did introduce, who is the bad guy? The general from Mask. You know who I'm talking about? The guy with the mustache, the bad guy from Mask.
Yeah, I can't remember
He
his name.
He was introduced in Transformers number 25, expanding the Energon universe to include those people as well. So.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, they've got a big, huge sandbox to play with, and they do it right. People are going to be really happy. Transformers is probably one of the better Image comics out there right now, and with Kirkman taking over writing, I mean, from Daniel Warren Johnson, we'll see how it goes. So guys, you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
I mean,
I do have some new comics that I got recently, and I put a couple aside for potential, not necessarily for grading, but put aside because they have value to them. I could show you some of those books if you want to see what I got. Nothing. Yeah. It's nothing. Your guys are going to go, oh my gosh, I've been looking for that one forever. I wish it was that way. I did get in this collection. I'm still going through it. A crap load, and I'm not sure if it's a whole run, but the First Comics, Lone Wolf and Cub, which included some covers. Or the first set of covers were by Frank Miller. Then Crazy Uncle Bill took over and did some covers, and then Matt Wagner did some covers. I think there's like 36 issues.
You got the whole
in this
thing?
Run. I don't think it's the whole run because I know I have issues 1 and 2, 4, 5, 6, 18, 17, 21, 22, 26, 31, 20. They're not in order, of course. 14, 19, 8, 9, and there's still some more.
I don't believe that because that was Marvel, right? That was like
no. This is First Comics.
First Comics. I don't believe that they ever actually finished the entire.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
there were 30. I used to have the entire Lone Wolf and Cub book set, and it was like 34 volumes.
Yeah, and these are small.
Yeah,
deluxe editions. So it's not the complete set.
No,
but issue 1 I think has a little bit of value to it. Issue 2 might as well, but yeah, they're all like $1, $2 books. But still, it's kind of cool to have somebody. I get a lot of people that'll come into my store and they'll ask me if I have any manga, and I'm like, well, no, not really. I mean, I don't have those digest books that you find at Walmart. I don't carry that stuff. But
how much? Couple questions. How much was that KO comic? How much did it cost?
That is the regular cover, and it was only $5.99.
Only.
Well, that's not bad. You look at some of these comics that come out. That Daredevil, the Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, which was a regular comic. It didn't have any special, lactating.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Lenticular or any of that
for $1.
It was $6.99.
God.
Okay, it was $6.99 for that regular issue, and that killed me. But all right. So hold on a second. I'm gonna go grab these comics real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. Avery, I got a question for you. Oh, Avery, there.
What's up?
And like I haven't watched it yet. Oh, Andrew's about to pocket. I haven't watched it yet, but McFarlane is because this weekend is New York Comic-Con.
New York Comic-Con, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already bookmarked it. I haven't watched it yet, but McFarlane did a presentation where he's talking about the blind bag comics.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he loves it, right? Because there's money for the industry and whatever. Any more thoughts on blind bag comics, like good, bad, ugly?
This was, by the way, this KO was the next one that they did with the blind bags.
That was a blind bag?
No, there are blind bags available. I did not buy them. They're $9.99. I wasn't going to buy them. So
right. So if you buy the basic cover, it's $6. If you buy the bag, it's 10.
10. Yeah.
I think it could be fun if done correctly. Like, if you're going to do a blind bag, I think everything should be the blind bag, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or at least all the variants should be blind bag. The really rare ones, like the chromium or foil version variants, should all be blind bag. So you don't know which one you're going to get, to make it kind of that it can be fun.
Right.
Some of the way they're doing it is exploitative to the retailers and causing and kind of forcing real retailers to buy books they can't afford. Because
Yeah,
at this point, if the blind bag's limited, it's almost like, yeah, the retailer ordered a bunch, but they themselves opened most of them probably, so they could resell them at an even more marked up price.
Well, the thing about with the DCKO is you're guaranteed a foil cover in each bag. Now, which one?
Which one?
Right.
Sure, that could be fine. But if I was a retailer, like retailers that used to open up all the cards,
Yeah.
to get the, it's like it almost incentivizes that, because they need to make money, because they had to order so many to get the variants they need. It's a little exploitative. I don't mind variants if it's like, hey, the customer can openly choose, and you don't have to order such high numbers to get what you need to make money off of a super rare variant.
Well, speaking of super rare variants, let me show you some of these comics that I put aside as potential, do something special with. The first one is, there was a comic come out from Marvel called Timeless, and it focused on it came out around the time of the Loki TV series.
Yeah.
As you can see, Miss Minutes is on the cover of this one. This is the Virgin cover. It was a 1 in 100, where you had to literally order 100 copies of the book in order to get this issue. And the book, I think, was originally like $5.99 or $6.99, so you had to spend $600 to $700. Well, actually, you pay 50% of that plus shipping, so at least $300 or more just to get this one copy. And this one actually was available from Gotham City and had a $69.99 ticket on it, price tag on it, which is crazy. I looked it up; it's like $100 book right now, and I don't know why, but people were paying that. But I got a copy. I'm putting it aside. We'll see what we do with it. Next one that was in my pile, this is the Miles Morales Spider-Man #1. This was the Miles Morales comic. It's probably about a $50, $60 book right now. So that's kind of cool. That was worth the investment. This is 2 store variants of Ultimate Spider-Man #1. One of them is a Virgin cover, and one is the black and white version. They're $30, $40 books right now. So, and these are like the 3rd or 4th printing of the book. So it's just, once again, they're putting out all these alternate covers in order to, get people to buy them, and they spend a lot of money on them, which is crazy. Now, this one I think is actually kind of pretty. This is X-23 Deadly Genesis or Regenesis or something, issue #3. It's just a really pretty cover. The regular edition's like a $10 book, but this is the Virgin edition, and turns out it's like a $30 book. And one of my guys, when I got the collection, was looking through it, and he pulled this out as one of the ones he was interested in. And when I looked up the price, I said, I think I'm going to hold on to that one, because a graded copy, a high graded copy of this, probably sells for 3 times that amount. So it might be worth the investment when I'm done. So we'll see. Now, here's one that I thought was interesting. This is the variant cover for Champions #1 that came out a couple years ago. This is actually a valuable book simply because it's a lot rarer. I don't know what the 1 in whatever of this is, but I think it lists for like a $65 or $75 book.
Really?
So, yeah, believe it or not. This is the Humberto Ramos Champions, the Mark Wade.
Yeah, I remember that book. That was
when it came out.
I just couldn't stand the characters. But.
Here's another copy of Timeless. This is one of the alternate versions, which introduced the future version of Nicolas Cage, Luke Cage. And yeah, I know. I'm not really sure about his design, but it was kind of popular. So now this is interesting. So a couple of years ago, Tom Taylor wrote, or Tom King, gosh, I'm getting these guys confused, did a Vision series in which Vision was married, had a wife, and 2 children. And issue #1 is actually like a $40 book, because it was the first appearance of the daughter Viv Vision, who went on to be part of the champions.
Now, I will tell you, I like that is the one Tom King book I love.
Really, you enjoyed this one?
I loved it. It was so good.
I'm so torn because the box that I got that included these had all 12 issues, and as a set, it's kind of cool to have a whole set of them. But this
I'll buy
one
the set off you. I love that book.
Well, I'm going to grade this one and sell it for a lot because it's a first appearance. Yeah. And then, of course, issue 6 is the first appearance of the dog, Sparky. Okay. It's like a $15 book, but this is like a $40 book. So
it's really good.
Yeah. I guess waterboarding farmers and trafficking heroin broke that dude.
What? Oh. Didn't he used to work for the CIA?
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they did.
This is Deadpool Wolverine World War III. This is one of the issue number 1 variant covers. It's a nice looking cover. It's like a $25 book, so it's kind of cool. This is actually a classic. Believe it or not, this is actually worth a little bit of money. It's like a $20 book right now. This is X-Force number 15.
Oh, yeah.
Cable versus Deadpool.
Really? God, that book was everywhere. Golly.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Dollar book for the longest time, but yeah. Here's another good one. This is Darth Vader, issue number 6, the first full appearance of the Inquisitor, the Grand Inquisitor. I actually had a graded and signed copy by Charles Soule in my store, and it's already sold, but it's still like a $25, $30 book because of it's the first appearance of a character, so might be worth holding on to. This one, I don't remember why it's valuable, but this is the Mighty Avengers number 1. I don't know if it's because of this team or what, but not sure why, but it's like a $20 or $30 book. So, yeah, we'll hold on to it for a minute. Here's one that you guys might remember. This is X-Men number 53 from 1996. This is the first full appearance of Onslaught.
I can't believe that's worth anything.
Yeah, it's like a $15 book.
Golly.
I mean, still.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, our collections are full of books like that. 20 bucks here and there.
This is the Miles Morales Spider-Man before it was Miles Morales Spider-Man. It was just Spider-Man. This is issue number 12, and it's popular because of the cover. It's got Miles and Spider-Gwen making out on the cover. So
kissing.
Yeah, kissing.
Ew, girls.
This is a Miles Morales variant, one of the limited variants, Virgin variants.
Oh, that's that terrible outfit they put Miles in.
Horrible pink outfit. Yes,
it's so bad.
Yeah.
But because of the rarity, this is like a $25, $30 book. So, but yeah, this is the little bit of stack that I got out of this collection. Not that this stack is worth what I paid for the entire collection, but once everything is spread out, my investment in these books will be so small that if I do get them graded, it's almost nothing. So we'll see what happens. But the guy that I bought this collection from, I don't know exactly how or where he gets the books from, but I have a whole box of nothing but foil variants and limited stuff. And some of them are just cover price. They're not like 1 in 25 or whatever, but every now and then you'll find a 1 in 100 in there. So, oh well. All good books. Love bringing it to the store. Oh, and I already have somebody who might be interested in it, but one of the things I got was it was like X-Men Blue, which was the original X-Men when they were brought back to the future. They started their own. This is all 30.
Oh, that's
annuals.
Nick Bradshaw, right?
No, that was Art Adams actually did the cover for the first.
But Nick Bradshaw did the interior, right?
No, he did not do the interior.
Oh, who did the interior?
I'm pretty sure he didn't do the interior. I'll have to double check, but I know it wasn't Nick Bradshaw.
Google it.
Oh, go.
Yeah, because maybe I'll buy that from you.
No, I already told you. It's already been I already got somebody interested in it.
Somebody wants it. They want it. They want it so bad.
I already texted them and say, hey, I got this. And they were like, okay, cool. I'll be by Saturday morning.
Yeah, they want it.
They want it. Let's see. Yeah, Art Adams did the covers, but the interior was Jorge Molina.
Ooh.
Huh.
Oh, awesome.
Still not bad, but
Oh.
Art Adams doing the cover is fantastic. So, but see, I like when I can, I like to bundle stuff together and sell it as one big huge bulk. This is all 36 issues plus the annual, like 2 copies of the annual because they did some Venom variant or whatever, for it. So, yep. Oh, that is going to my store tomorrow and will most likely be bought up quickly because I put a good price on it. Hell, the sticker price I put on it's $35 for 39 issues, 38 issues.
Yeah.
It's less than a fucking issue. And usually when somebody buys something, I always give them at least 20% discount. So I'll probably sell the set for like 25. So Todd, if you want it, you got to get down here.
I know.
I open up at 10. You're going to be here before 10, right?
Yeah.
You got to have cash. I'm not taking card from you.
I need to go through you guys' videos and record them so I can get samples of your voices. And I need Todd to tell me what AI he's using for voices.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
11 Labs.
11 Labs?
That's what everyone. 11 Labs. That's what everybody uses.
Okay. Because I did that test video just to see how it looked of you two arguing about Thor versus Superman. It's like
right,
and it's just whatever VO put out. And I thought it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
So you can actually take a sample of us talking, and the AI will mimic it or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can have like, so what you can do is it'll generate it. Like you can prompt it and say, I need a redneck voice from the deep south, and it'll generate that voice, and it'll give you different samples, and you can kind of keep doing it that way. Or you could, let's say I wanted to do your voice, Andrew, with your permission. I could record like a few minutes of your voice and upload it, and it will pattern match it, and it'll sound like you.
Well, there's lots and lots of free samples out there of my voice. So
yeah.
Well, I'm not doing it without permission.
Well, honestly, unless you told me about it, I'd probably never know about it.
You would absolutely know about it.
Sure. Avery shares with us the stuff he's doing, but he doesn't share everything. He's got that. He's got that fetish Muppet porn collection that he's working on right now.
Yeah. I put the link to the test. The test's on YouTube. I put the test in the. It's just generic voice that VO put on it. The whatever Google's is.
Yep.
I'm still using whatever I can for free to learn.
Yep. All right, so you guys want to see this because it's actually really funny.
Thor's got the lightning. Superman's got the speed. Speed means nothing against a god. Thor wins, hands down.
Oh. It's funny.
If you can't use AI to harass your friends, what's the point?
That's right. If you can't make fun of us, what the heck are you going to use it for?
Yeah, that was a 9-second episode of Nerd Den.
Yeah.
It really is. That's basically what we do. So.
All right. So since we only have 10 minutes left, let's go around the room. Todd, what you got going on this week? Anything interesting you want to share? Tell everybody about?
This weekend?
This week, yes. This coming week before we talk again on next Friday. Yeah.
I'm working on the membership stuff for Adult Fantasy. Going to promote a little bit more on this first episode. I still have some more stuff to do. Next week, I'm working on the next episode.
Excellent.
Yeah, stay tuned. That's about what I can say.
All right. What about you, Zach? What's going on with you, man?
What you working on?
Right now? Well,
yes.
Well, for this weekend, same as last weekend, trying not to get rained on, and getting some writing done. That's
okay.
Very nice.
Well, it's where I am right now. We got a big nor'easter blowing in, so there's flood watches everywhere. So not a good day to go fishing. So
no,
just gonna stay indoors, One of my cats is a tapeworm, and he's currently hiding. So I have to wait for him to calm down and come out so I can, jam a pill down his throat and
Medicate him.
Yeah, which
Medicating cats, not as much fun.
No, it isn't. Just especially this one because I tried feeding him the pill without putting it in a pill pocket, and he spat it up, and now he's like running whenever he sees me. So I'm gonna have to wait, and he sleeps on my bed. So now I gotta change my sheets as well.
Oh.
All right, what about you, Avery? What you got going on this week?
This week, working on some AF stuff and a character design for the same guy I did the cover for.
Okay.
Designing a character for it.
Well, very good. Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, the weekend. Loving going to the store, selling comics is my favorite thing to do in the world. Not much going on this week, but I did want to tell you guys a quick story. So not last weekend, but the weekend before, I went by to pay my rent. I think I may have told you guys this. And I asked the manager, I said, are you guys, is the flea market doing anything for Halloween, like a trunk or treat thing or something like that? And they said no, they had nothing planned. And I said, I told the guy, says, I don't know what goes on beyond my door if somebody doesn't tell me. I really don't pay attention to anything that's happening outside my door. So he said, yeah, well, a lot of the retailers, they're not doing a lot of business. They're not getting a lot of foot traffic. And I'm like looking at him going, well, I do just fine. I have people that come to the flea market, come just to my store, visit with me, spend money, and then leave. I can't help it if they don't go walk around the rest of the flea market. That's not my thing, right? But I'm doing fine. I'm happy. And people around me their stores are like the older couple that has right across from me they sell a lot of clothing. The lady was telling me today that they're closing up shop, and I'm like, I feel bad about that. But last weekend, I'm getting ready to leave. I'm heading out, and the guy that owns or runs the restaurant that's right next to me, freaking hate these people. They park wherever they want. They tend to park in places where it gets in the way, and just they annoy the hell out of me. They play loud ass music, and I'm thank God I have a door that I can shut. They are not trying to bring people into their area. They're trying to scare people away. Well, he stops me and he says, hey, do you know anybody that might want to take up some space and sell comics and do like a little mini comic con in the open area for where the restaurant is? And I'm thinking, oh, maybe, I don't know. It's something I never considered. He says, yeah, well, think about it. Ask some people, see what you can do. Maybe do something. And I'm thinking to myself, why would I want to encourage competition in my space? Why would I want people coming to the flea market and selling comics right outside my door where, that why would I want to encourage that? I mean, really. And a lot of guys that I know that might be willing to like set up boxes of comics and sell them to people are the same people that bring them into my store and I buy them and make them an offer and make them happy. Why would I want to cut myself out of the deal there? It's like, I don't think the guy's thinking it through. I'm not the person you should ask because I'm not going to encourage anybody to stand outside my door and sell comics. That just, that doesn't seem like a smart thing for me to do,
If somebody else wants to open up their own comic shop in the flea market, hey, that's just competition. That's just capitalism.
That's right.
But to encourage somebody selling the same thing you do right outside your front door, that's suicide.
Yeah. So, okay. So in other words, I'm not being a selfish prick here, am I?
No.
I'm actually thinking with the business part of my head.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid.
Yeah. If somebody else wants to open up their own store, or if somebody else wants to rent space in the flea market to put on a little convention, that's on them.
Yeah.
And that's just that's just fair market competition.
And I tell people all the time, if they come in and they say, hey, do you buy comics? And I'll tell them, say, if you have a whole bunch of stuff that you're trying to sell and you're trying to make the most amount of money for it, rent a table at the flea market and sell directly to people. I encourage you to do that. That's how I started.
Sure.
But you got to put the time in.
Yeah.
That's the thing. A lot of people don't want to waste their time. They don't want to put the time in. I have the time. So if you want to sell it to me, I will invest in the time to sell it. But if you don't have the time, don't do it. But I encourage people to do it. But I'm not going to tell my customers or people that come and bring me stuff on a regular basis, hey, what do you think about, standing outside in that open area and selling it directly to people? I'm not going to encourage anybody to do that. I'm just not. That's dumb. And I'm glad you guys agree with me.
Yeah, it's not smart.
I told Mike about this morning when we went to lunch together, and I was telling him about it, and he was looking at me like, yeah, Dad, that's not a good idea. I wouldn't promote that at all, But if there's a local convention coming, I tell my regulars about it. Hey, there's a local convention coming. Go check it out. It's not directly outside my door. And most of them know I go to them as well to go check them out and look for deals,
Yeah.
At least the guy's thought is have people come and sell stuff in that area to bring more people to the stores around the flea market. That's not what comic collectors are into. They go to the stores they want to go to, and they don't pay attention to the guys selling knickknacks or the guys selling video games or the guys selling T-shirts. They don't care about all that.
Yeah, they're not looking for the person there that's selling beds and rugs.
Or chickens. We have a guy that sells chickens.
Yeah, they're not looking. They're not looking for that. They don't care.
Okay, thank you. At least in my thought, I'm standing on the right foot. So that is an expression, right? Standing on the right foot.
Yeah, maybe.
Putting on the right start.
No, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, if this person wants to attract people to the flea market,
he can invite people. He can invite people to bring their stuff out and do it, but I'm not going to encourage that.
Yeah, and he needs to pay for his own advertising. If he's not getting enough traffic to the flea market, he needs to up his advertising game.
Yeah, well, I do zero advertising. It's word of mouth for me. And people that meet me come back for me. Actually, I do get people from time to time that come in and say, hey, when's your daughter going to be here next? Or when's your sister going to be here next? They're really nice. We like them. It's like, screw you. My sister gets a kick out of that when people come and say, hey, how's your sister doing? When's she going to be here again? She thinks that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But anyway, bottom line is, hey, anybody out there in the Jacksonville area have a collection of comics they want to sell? Bring them on by. Let me take a look. Let me make you an offer. I don't know if I can buy everything. I mean, if you've got that gorgeous Silver Age, Golden Age comics that are worth hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, I might not be able to make you a good offer. But if you got that box of comics from the 90s that, just taking up space and isn't worth anything, I love that crap. Bring it on by. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up because we are wrapping up on time. Some of us need to get a good night's sleep.
Unbelievable.
And Todd looks like he needs it.
I've been up a lot lately.
You're working way too hard, my friend.
Yeah.
Way too hard. Yeah. And Avery, you sound like you need to get some sleep.
Thanks.
Zach,
I'm fine.
I don't know.
What?
See, there
Zach?
you go. Zach needs to go back to sleep. MK says, night guys, laugh out loud. Night guys, have a great weekend. Great release.
Thank you, man.
Right.
Yeah, the show was so good.
Thanks, man.
All right, everybody. Take it easy. Go Jags.